NewGenGamers.com.
I'll sing about retro.
Hello, this is Ron Whitmer from NewGenGamers.com with another Ray's Retro Review. Absent Ray. And we have Ducky here with us, and he is playing Sewer Shark for the Sega CD.
Now, I just want to state before this game starts that it's skipping a little bit every time it tries to load. You'll notice that in the video. Just try to ignore it. We just want to show you what they were thinking about whenever they created games with the Sega CD.
Now, this was the first game to use full motion video as basically the gameplay mechanic. That's the big selling point for the game. And this was originally to be put out on a failed system that Hasbro had created called the Nemo, which ran off of VHS tapes, and it was later taken over to the Sega CD and also the 3DO, I believe. And this is an on-the-rails shooter, and as you can see, it's all full-motion video, which, you know, compared to today's YouTube and other television standards, or other internet standards, this is pretty low quality. This would be low-quality internet video. But at the time, these were revolutionary graphics. You didn't see anything else like this, and this was one of the games that they pushed to sell the Sega CD. You want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing here, Ducky?
Yeah, I'm basically just controlling the target, or what would that be called, the crosshairs. I'm trying to shoot rats. Bats show up, and also you'll notice there's arrows on top of the screen. Now the game wants me to move with those arrows, but I'm having trouble doing that, and I believe it's because the load times are off. You'll notice every time it loads, it's either it wants me to jump, or a door is opening, and it's loading up a new part of the video. But we just want to show you what they were thinking and the types of games that they've created. And this was actually packaged with the Sega CD when I originally got it.
Okay, so as you can see here, those yellow things are the rats.
I'm not sure what the storyline was for this game.
Yeah, we're not sure of the storyline. Apparently,
It was directed by a director. I recognize the name. I'm not sure what other films he's made, though. But it actually has a pretty in-depth storyline for a game. That was another thing they did a lot with the Sega CD. They were trying to make movies that were games. Let's see if I can take this turn. Nope, didn't work. But yeah, I think that it looks as though the graphics are also claymation for the rats, and the bats are obviously regular graphics, but the rats were definitely some form of claymation that they used. And this is pretty much the whole entirety of the game. You just go through sewer shooting rats, and it's really not that fun, but as a piece of video game history, it's interesting.
right, and this ties in with the series of articles Ray Tennant has written on NewGenGamers.com called Console Wars of the Past, where he's taken a look at the different consoles and the different games for them and what's brought the industry to where it is today. And we also did an accompanying podcast, which would be episode 17, and where we pretty much rip on the Sega CD, and as you can see here, why it just didn't quite pan out. But this was really cool at the time, and something that you didn't really see before. Wonderful graphics. I mean, compared to the sprites that you saw at the time, look at that.
And this is the point in the level where we always exploded, because we could never figure out what the hell we were doing when we were younger. There's the cast, of course. I'm sure they went on to do nothing important with their lives, except for Stevie Sterling, who owns Sterling Jewelry. I'm kidding, that's a lie. But, yeah, I mean, they had full cast, they had B actors. A lot of these games are about B horror movie quality, which actually Ray Tennant would love because he's huge into trauma films. So, sadly, he's not here for this review, but that's pretty much everything for Sewer Shark for the Sega CD. Stick around and look at some more of our reviews on Sega CD games. Anything else, Ron?
Visit NewGenGamers.com, and since Ray's not here, I'll say happy arcading.
Yep.
NewGenGamers.com.